Hi, I'm Colin Bradley from TaxPerfect, and this is this week's Talking Tax. Now, today's Talking Tax question comes from a client who has been living and working abroad for a number of years and is thinking about coming back to the UK. He has asked advice about what things he needs to think about so that he doesn't get caught with an unexpected tax bill. Well, this is a great question, especially now at a time when we've seen quite a few of our expat clients thinking about coming back to the UK during the coronavirus issues. So whilst every case is dependent upon its own facts, and so I'm not going to try and explain the intricacies of the UK residence and tax system in this short video. There are a few main things which one should consider in general if you're a long-term non-UK resident and are thinking about coming back to the UK permanently. Now, just a quick caveat, this is I'm not going to be talking about anything other than tax. There are other things to think about when you're coming back, such as pensions, schooling, your home, etc. I'm not going to be talking about them today. So first things first, take advice and plan ahead. Plan ahead and plan ahead. Now, I make no excuses for saying that 3 times because it's really, really important that you start planning your affairs soon as possible, soon as you think you're going to be coming back to the UK, so that there's no last minute panics if indeed circumstances change. If you ask your accountant after an event has occurred, then there's little, actually nothing, that he or she can do about it to change the past. So planning ahead and taking advice is key. Now, an individual's tax status depends largely on his or her tax residence, which is broadly a concept of where somebody lives, and other factors such as the location of any assets that he or she owns, and also the location of and source of any income and capital gains. So, whilst you've not been resident in the UK, you have generally only been liable to UK tax on income which has arisen within the UK. This would typically be for such things as rental income from a previous home that you've kept on whilst you've been abroad. So once you become resident once again, then you'll become taxable in the UK on your worldwide income. This could mean that any income remaining outside the UK, such as perhaps from overseas investments, could be subject to UK and overseas tax. Long-term non-residents are generally not within the charge to UK capital gains tax, except for in respect of UK property. So again, a return to the UK will bring you back to into the UK capital gains tax net. So you should think carefully before you come back to the UK about rearranging your overseas investments to plan for the best UK tax outcome. In fact, worldwide tax outcome. So this would also involve looking at the tax rules for your country of residence where you've been living, and also looking at any double tax agreements between those 2 countries. Timing your return to the UK is very important too. If you're able to choose between coming back before the end of the tax year or waiting until the new tax year, then it is important to think about this very carefully, particularly if you have assets in the UK or indeed outside the UK, such as property or shares, which you're thinking of selling. That's because doing it the wrong way around, in the wrong order, can result in a completely otherwise avoidable tax charge. much. This is a very complicated area of tax law about which you should obviously take specific advice. Finally, if you've been abroad for less than 5 years, then you might come under an additional set of tax rules known as temporary non-resident rules, which could also catch you out under different various issues. This wasn't the case as far as my client was concerned. So again, speak to your tax advisor if this applies to you. So that's it. Just a very quick whistle-stop tour of the kind of things you need to think about when coming back to the UK. This certainly is not a definitive list, and there are also separate rules for people who are non-UK domiciled. Broadly, that means a term for nationality, but it does give you a flavour of the importance of planning for a return to the UK in advance. If you're in this position, then take advice sooner rather than later, as this can play big dividends in the future. Of course, we have extensive experience advising on such matters and will, of course, be pleased to help. Okay, any questions, then please let me know. Bye for now.